Welcome to another segment of Truth and Company Boxing Podcast, 20 Random Questions. And today's guest is all the way from Australia, but he's actually doing the interview in Cancun, Mexico, because he's in camp right now. He's fighting next Saturday. So if you can tune in, definitely catch that on DAZN. But let me introduce you to Australian heavyweight champion, Justis Huni. How you doing, Justis?
Yeah, I'm very good. Very good. Thank you. How are you?
I'm wonderful, man. I appreciate you taking time. I know you're in camp right now. So let's talk about that first. How's camp been going down in Cancun, Mexico?
Man, it's been wonderful down here. The weather has been excellent and the location is perfect. So yeah, I'm really enjoying my time here and it's almost time to go to work and put everything together in the ring next Saturday.
So you haven't been spending any time on the beach chasing the women, right? You've been in the gym training?
Nah, man, I've been in the gym training. I done my last sparring session um last night. So I'm focused and I'm ready to go.
Okay. So a lot of the fans in the U.S. might not know who you are, the boxing fans, but they definitely know who Andrew Tabiti is. And that's actually your opponent on October 28th down in Cancun, Mexico. Now, you're actually you're 7-0 with 4 knockouts. And Andrew Tabiti, he's a pretty experienced boxer. He was ranked number 1 in the U.S. as a cruiserweight for a long time, but he's a heavyweight now. And his record is actually 20 wins, 16 by knockout, and 1 loss. So, I mean, you're definitely taking a step up in competition.
Yeah, that's it. That's pretty much what I've done ever since I turned professional. Um, but I believe it's the bigger the risk, the bigger the reward. So, I'm looking forward to getting in there and testing myself out next Saturday night.
Okay. And have you studied Andrew? Have you watched tape on him? Have you seen him fight?
Yeah, for sure. I watched a lot of his fights and his highlights. I think he's got excellent speed and he's got good boxing IQ. So I'm looking forward to a good chess match, and I believe I got what it takes to beat him and take him out.
Well, I mean, that's good to hear. That's definitely a good name on your resume if you drop him for sure. Because, like I said, right now I believe he's ranked number 3 in the United States. He used to be ranked number 1 for a long time as a cruiserweight. He's moved up to heavyweight. Obviously, I think you're going to be the bigger guy. For the fans, if they haven't looked you up or if they don't know who you are yet, I mean, they can go to YouTube. They can check out some of your fights. I mean, you're a big man and you can move fast and you can hit hard. I mean, it's going to be exciting to watch you climb this ladder, man, and get a heavyweight title.
Yeah, and I can't wait. I just got to take it one fight at a time, and I can't look too far ahead. I got a big test, probably one of my biggest tests to date, ahead of me next Saturday. So I just got to stay focused and just stick to the game plan going forward, and hopefully work my way up to a world title.
And what I didn't mention is all you guys, if you've never seen Justis fight, you have an opportunity next Saturday to watch him for the first time. It's on DAZN. Pay your money. Get on DAZN. There's a great card. He's one of the fights. If you guys seen Andrew Tabiti fight, you know Tabiti comes to fight. He's in your face. He's fast. He's powerful. And trust me, Justis is the same weight and he's bigger. And, I was just talking to him off air a little bit about when I watch Justis fight, he reminds me of Mike Tyson, but he's bigger. His feet, his footwork is just like Tyson's. He can move fast. He's powerful. And you go down to the body, and a lot of heavyweights don't perfect that body shot, but you have it perfected. And it's scary. So definitely you guys tune in this next Saturday, October 28th, DAZN, to check this fight out between him and Andrew Tabiti. It's going to be a war, and something tells me somebody's going to hit that mat. So listen, are you ready for these random 20 questions?
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
All right. Question 1. Tell me about your background growing up in Australia a little bit, and then how you got involved in the sport of boxing.
Yep. So my background is, my dad is full Tongan, my mum is Samoan, Dutch, and I was born and raised in Australia. So yeah, Australia is home for me, and I started playing rugby league at a young age of 6 years old, and but I've been around the boxing scene like from a very young age. Like I think I was crawling around the boxing gym at the age of 3, watching my older brother, and then I started taking up boxing just for fitness while I was playing rugby league, and then had my first real boxing amateur fight at the age of 10 years old. And yeah, from there it's been a big roller coaster, and it's got me to where I am today, and um, to fighting next Saturday night over here in Cancun. So it's taken me all around the world, and I'm very grateful for the position and opportunities that I've been given.
So, what type of amateur career did you have?
Yeah, I believe I had a very good amateur career. I represented Australia a number of times at a number of international tournaments, and I represented Australia at the 2016 Youth World Championships, and I won a gold medal there. Represented Australia at the 2019 Elite World Championships, and I won a bronze medal there. And then I qualified for the 2020 Olympics, and had to withdraw from that due to a hand injury. So yeah, then I just fully started focusing on my professional career, and now I'm here.
Wow, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
All right, so listen, question 2. What boxers have inspired you in your career?
Boxers, at the top from the start, I'd have to say Mike Tyson. Um, he was the first boxer I believe I looked up to, like style wise. Floyd Mayweather, Pernell Whitaker, Oscar De La Hoya, and there's a lot more as well that I've studied and looked up to throughout my boxing career so far, that have just given me little things to work on and to learn and to add to my craft as well.
Okay. Question 3. Do you have any hobbies outside the sport of boxing?
Playing pool, playing 8 ball pool, and my biggest hobby would be fishing.
Okay. Question 4. If you became a superhero, what would your name be and what abilities would you have?
Superhero. Hmm. I definitely love to be able to fly, and my name would probably be um, Justice of Peace.
Okay. Question 5. Do you have any boxing superstitions?
No, not really, not really. Pretty much everything. I kind of like to just treat like going into a fight like the same way I would treat a normal training session. I don't really like to do anything out of the ordinary. I like to treat it just as if I'm going into a boxing gym and into a another sparring session, pretty much.
Okay. Question 6. What is something that your boxing fans don't know about you?
Um, uh, you caught me off guard on this one. Something that they don't know about me. Uh, I I love quality time with family and friends. I like to spend a lot of time with family and friends.
Okay. Question 7. If you could have a boxing match with any fighter in history, alive or dead, who would your ultimate fight be against?
Um, Probably have to be Mike Tyson, just because he's one of my idols, and I'd love to test myself out against the person I first started learning off.
Okay. Question 8. Do you have any phobias?
No, no, not really. Not that I know of anyway. Not that I can think of.
Okay. Question 9. What's something that you're very passionate about besides boxing?
Um, family, family. I'm very passionate about family, and you know, at the end of the day, like once I'm finished with boxing, the thing I want to leave behind is my last name. So yeah, I just want to get my last name out there and for it to live on long after I'm gone. So yeah, family is a big thing for me.
Okay. Question 10. Who was the hardest puncher you've ever faced in the ring, in a fight, or sparring?
Hardest puncher. Um, oh, there's too many. There's too many to go from. Um, yeah, I couldn't answer that. I think yeah, I've sparred a lot of guys, and I've had a lot of amateur fights, and I've only had 7 pro fights. But I think like they all feel the same. Um, to be honest, yeah, I couldn't say there's not one that like fully stands out that I was like that fully really affected me, you know. So um, yeah, I'd have to say everyone I've been up against, they all feel about equal.
I suppose when you're a heavyweight, they all hit hard.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
All right, question 11. If you could go back in time to tell your younger self some advice, what age would you go back to and what would you tell yourself?
um, say probably when you become a teenager, um, just to stay focused um, through anything, because that's when you start to you know meet a lot of people and hang out with different friend groups and stuff. So um, probably around 13 years old, and yeah.
But what would you tell yourself?
Oh, what would I tell myself now?
No. If you went back and you found your 13-year-old self, what advice
Yeah.
would you give yourself?
Oh, yes. Yeah. Just to stay focused and keep your head down and just to work hard. Work hard. Yeah. Everything will pay off in the end.
Okay. Let's see. Question 12. If you had to spend 30 days in a jail cell, what comedian would you choose to be your cellmate?
Uh, Probably Carl Barron. He's an Australian comedian. But
Okay.
yeah, I like
Question
Carl Barron.
Question 13. If you got into a street fight with 3 guys, what 2 athletes would you choose to be on your side to fight with you?
Um, Probably 2 athletes. I'll probably take Tai Tuivasa from the UFC and Mike Tyson.
Okay. All right. Question 14. Why do you box?
I I think it's just the fact that it's an independent sport, and at the end of the day, you only got yourself to rely on. Um, Definitely a hard sport to choose. I didn't know that when I first chose it when I was younger, but yeah, it takes you all over the world, and that's one thing I've learned from sticking to it and pushing through the hard times is that the hard work pays off.
Okay. Now, question 15. Now, I know Australia's got a lot of sharks. So I want to know, would you do a cage dive with the sharks?
Yeah, I probably would. Um, yeah, definitely have to be inside a cage though. I wouldn't go in there without a cage.
Okay. You're a pretty big guy, though. You might actually scare some of those sharks.
Yeah, but I still wouldn't. I'm in their territory. I don't want to be in the water with them. I'll be all right if I was on the land.
Okay. Question 16. How do you inspire other people?
How do I inspire other people? I think just from the hard work that I've put in over the years, and the hard work has um, treated me to some success in the amateur ranks, and definitely ever since I turned pro, I've been able to fight for Australian title on my debut, which was never done before, and you know progress on to um, fighting over here in Cancun next week. So hopefully this inspires younger ones to follow your dreams and follow your goals that you set out for yourself.
Okay. Question 17. If you could have a conversation with any animal and it could talk back, what animal would you want to have a conversation
A fish. I like to have a conversation with a fish,
with?
just to see what they're thinking. Because I love fishing, and um, sometimes I have good days, but sometimes they don't really take my bait and land on my hook. So I'd love to have a talk to some fish.
All right. Question 18. If you could have a conversation with one person in history, who would you want to talk to?
Ooh. I have to say my grandparents. Oh, one person, my grandmother, my mom's mom. I'd love to have another conversation with her.
Okay. Question 19. What is the craziest or the funniest story that ever happened between you and a boxing fan?
So what was it?
Question 19. What is the craziest or the funniest story that ever happened between you and a boxing fan?
Um, I don't think I have any crazy stories yet. With any boxing fans, I've got to wait till I get a little bit more bigger, get my name out there a bit more. So then
But I
I'll have
mean,
some crazy stories.
obviously in Australia, your name's getting out there pretty big. I mean, you must be building a fan base, and so I mean, are you getting fans that come up to you and wanting to take pictures with you and sign
Oh
and
yeah,
have
for
you sign
sure.
autographs and things like that already?
Um, More so pictures. Like I get a lot of people that ask for pictures. But something crazy, like I haven't had anything crazy happen to me yet. So
So just basic signing autographs and taking pictures so far.
yeah, that's it. That's it.
Okay. Question 20. What is your opinion of the YouTubers and the internet influencers getting involved in the sport of boxing?
Um, I don't mind it. I think it's good for boxing. At the end of the day, it's bringing new eyes and more eyes to the boxing scene. Um, so yeah, I don't mind it because at the end of the day, it's putting boxing on the map still, even though it's YouTube is doing it, or social media uh, people. It's still bringing eyes to boxing. So yeah, it's still a plus.
Okay. Well, listen, Justice, I appreciate you taking time out of your camp, man, to come on the show and do the 20 random questions. I hope none of them were too bad. Um,
Oh no, they were good.
I would like to promote your fight one more time before we end and then have you say something to your, if you got sponsors to promote or say something to the fans. So
Yep.
once again, October 28th, next Saturday, Cancun, Mexico. It will be on the zone, so people can pay to watch this fight. It's Matchroom Boxing. It's Justis Huni versus Andrew Tubiti, and it's going to be an explosive fight. And like I said, if you guys haven't seen Andrew fight or Justice fight, both of these guys come to fight. They put on very good fights. They don't run around the ring. I mean, Tabiti's a normal size cruiserweight, but he's moved up to heavyweight, but he's still explosive. He's still fast. He's very powerful. He was ranked very high for a very long time. Justis, if you haven't seen Justis fight, go on YouTube, check out some of his fights before Saturday, check out some of his training and stuff. Like he mentioned, Mike Tyson, you will see Mike Tyson characteristics in the way he fights. I guarantee it, man. His footwork, his head movement, his body shots, it's all there. It will definitely remind you of a bigger Mike Tyson. So you will definitely get your money's worth on October 28th. The card is stacked. Tune into the zone, pay your money, and watch this fight because it's going to be explosive.
That's it.
You got anything to say to your fans, Justis?
I just want to say a big shout out to all of the fans and family, friends that are supporting me back in Australia. Big shout out to all of my sponsors that have, gotten and taken me to this point of my career. So I'm very thankful. I'm very grateful for the opportunity. And yeah, tune in next Saturday night, the 28th of October. It's going to be fireworks.
To watch him drop to Beatty. He don't want to say it, but that's what's going to happen.
That's it. That's
you
it.
Heard
Look,
it. You heard it here.
That's what I'm hoping for.
You heard it here first. Tabiti's going to sleep.
I appreciate you, John.
All right, hold on. And the truth has spoken.